That's the wrong button. Welcome everybody to wrestling.
That was embarrassing for you. I'm not letting you get away with that. There was a kerfuffle.
I pressed the wrong button, and
that's embarrassing.
I don't know what you want from me. Do you want?
Damn, restart. We're gonna have to go again. Another 5 minute.
5 minute countdown, just to get people, just to shake out all of the shame and make sure everyone's.
5 minutes for you to sit and think about it.
I would die if I had to sit and think about a minor upset, a minor mistake for 5 minutes. That would kill me. I would implode.
I would never subject that like anyone to that.
Not even my worst enemy should have to put up with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, as I was saying, welcome.
Sorry, I'll let you intro now.
It is Wednesday night, and that means it is time for the greatest wrestling show on the planet. Wrestling is Silly. I am one of your two hosts and last bastion of the vaudeville show, Eden. Joining me, as usual, someone shorter than me but taller when you factor in the size of the tangent they're about to go on. Zach, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I was gonna say something and I couldn't remember what it was, and now everybody's got to hear it.
Have I just killed your tangent by speaking for a little bit too long?
Yeah, I was gonna say something. How did you introduce us? Because it was based on that.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, greatest wrestling show of all time. Wrestling is Silly.
Yeah. It was something about the two hosts.
Yeah, I'm one of your two hosts. I'm last bastion of the vaudeville show.
Gone. It's gone. I don't know what it was. This is a disaster.
This is an absolute disaster.
This is cursed. I really do think we need to do that run up again.
Yeah, this is a false start. We'll come back.
Yeah.
We'll leave. We'll shower off all this shame. Come back in 5 minutes. Start again, totally refreshed, and it'll be a good show.
Yeah. I mean, there's only a few people in chat. I'm sure they won't mind, and they probably haven't even noticed. It's fine.
Yeah, we're all muted in another tab, so they're just here for numbers.
Yeah. Which is very kind of them.
Yes, very kind. We do love a lurker, even a muted lurker. I'd just like the number go up.
Yeah.
Speaking of number go up.
Oh, go on.
I was gonna pivot into how was your day, because you've been playing a lot of RuneScape. But what were you about to say?
Oh, I mean, I've always been playing a lot of RuneScape, so like that's just universally true of me all the time. Do you know what, you've ruined it again. I know what I was gonna say. You're a media person. Are sitcoms supposed to be relatable?
Yes. That's why they're they're either domestic or workplace, because those are the two situations that people are most likely in. Yes, sitcoms are supposed to be relatable. Right.
So say if there was a hypothetical person who had watched sitcoms and never really felt connected to them, would you say that there was something wrong with that person?
No, I would say that person is probably not a straight cisgendered white person living in New York City, so therefore has never actually been shown off in sitcom television at all.
Excellent, good, because that was the right answer, because this hypothetical person was me. I know, surprise. I know you were not expecting it.
Never had that.
Because so I have been rewatching some sitcoms.
Paul the Pole, 1 year of sub. Thank you so much. Continue.
I've been rewatching some sitcoms that I have previously watched, as I am wont to do. I feel like anybody that knows me now probably knows that I am not a risk taker.
You're a rewatcher.
Yes, I don't. I would just feel far more comfortable watching something I know I enjoy. Yeah. So I've been rewatching some sitcoms, and I watched Community first off because, that's just a fucking classic.
One of the best shows.
Yeah, right. It's one I've rewatched multiple times. And then, basically, I ran out of Community, and I thought it was probably a bit it's a bit inappropriate, even as a rewatcher, to like once you've finished it, just go right back to season 1, episode 1. Like that's not. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even I have some tact, right? You gotta give it a break.
Gotta give it a break. Give yourself a chance to forget something.
Yeah, and then you get the enjoyment of the rewatch. So I was like, right, okay, I need something else to watch, and ages and ages ago, in probably around 2012, so a good 12 years ago, I watched a little show called How I Met Your Mother, and I really enjoyed that show.
It was 2012.
I think I did watch up to the end. It ended in 2014, so realistically, I probably did watch it around 10 years ago, but I don't think I watched it on release. I think I just watched the finale. I don't even think I watched the last 2 seasons. I think I just skipped and watched the finale when I found out it was ending. And like I remember loving that show and thinking it was really great and really funny, and like, don't get me wrong, like I'm quite enjoying it on the rewatch, but I also am like, these aren't real people.
No, nobody.
Like, even
Nobody in sitcom is a real person, because if real people got in the starts of situations that sitcom people got into, they would leave them in a very unfunny way, and there would be no show.
Yeah.
Which is why like people talk about The Office, both offices, in such a high way, because the characters are somewhat realistic in The Office. Of course, they get, like by the end of it, they get fucking philanderized to all hell. But yeah, sitcom characters are supposed to be like relatable archetypes, but not relatable characters.
Yeah, I guess I just don't necessarily feel like I even get that a lot of the time. The most like relatable fucking person in any sitcom is Abed, and I will not be taking any questions.
I will not elaborate any further on how similar you are to Abed, the very autistic boy.
No, okay, no. I don't even think that I'm necessarily all that similar to him. Don't say anything.
Not a word.
It's just, he's just fucking. He's the most normal one in like anything. Like, he's just.
He is like, yeah, I agree.
I don't. But so basically, I'm watching this like sitcom that I don't think I've heard anybody talk about since it finished, and it's just, I like watch these scenarios and I watch these people and I'm like, you lot are insufferable. It's quite funny, but like, you're also insufferable, and I would hate hanging out with any of you.
I think that's like the core selling point behind like it's always funny. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. It's always funny in Philadelphia. Like most sitcoms, all of the characters are terrible people, and in Always Sunny, they just embrace it.
Yeah, I've heard that about It's Always Sunny. I've never actually watched it.
No, me neither.
Well, I tried the first episode, and they kept saying the N-word, and that really bounced me off. I'm going to be honest, because I wasn't expecting it either, which I really don't think helped. I'd like heard a lot of people talk about the show really positively and how much they really enjoyed it, and then like to go in and just be blasted with that, and I was like, no.
Yeah,
I don't think so, actually.
I concur. I haven't watched Always Sunny, but that would shock me at the very least to open with that episode.
Yeah.
I like that also that once we started talking about sitcoms, we got our background swapped to one of the best sitcoms, The Red Dwarf Bedroom.
I love Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf is a good space sitcom. What I love about Red Dwarf is it's like the one British sitcom from the 90s that doesn't be deeply homophobic or transphobic at any point up until the fucking Dave reboot.
Yeah, well, you can't fucking trust the Dave reboot.
No. But yeah, like
bad.
The Dave reboot that was in like the 2010s was the first time it made a transphobic joke. Like, wow, that's a long ass run.
To be honest, with literally any sitcom that's older than like 10 years old, you like really risk running in for that. Like, How I Met Your Mother. If somebody had asked me, is there any like transphobic jokes in How I Met Your Mother? I think I would have said no. Mostly because I don't think I would have realized like where they could like fit it in. But we're 2 for 2. 2 seasons, 2 transphobic jokes.
Of course.
At
of
least.
course.
Like, and it's not even like they're like transphobic jokes. It's like just full on dropping the T-slur. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
right, okay.
The joke is they said the word. Like that's
No, that's not the joke. Like they use the T-slur like that's just how you talk about trans people. It's like that level of like transphobia. It's not so like one of the jokes is Marshall is talking about his car and like he refers to his car as a woman. And then Ted goes, "Oh, I thought your car was. You said your car was like your little boy or something." And then Lily says something like, "Oh, it swaps." And then Robin just like throws out the T-slur about this car, and it's like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah, that's it's not even a good joke.
It's really not. It's not. To be honest, I'm not even sure it's a joke. Other than, do you know what I mean? Like
it's presented.
transphobia,
It's presented as a joke, and the laugh track gets hit. So they
Yeah.
are thinking it's a joke, but it's not a good joke. Yeah,
It's just like cool. Love that.
love that. Meanwhile,
Love that for me.
meanwhile, in Red Dwarf, there's a whole episode about how misogyny is bad.
Oh, the Parallel Universe episode is one of my favorite episodes.
Such a banger of an episode, absolute banger.
It's so good.
But then like I like Red Dwarf, just like early Red Dwarf, there isn't really bad episodes. Even
Yeah, they've got their specific flavor. I feel I don't. Sometimes I'm like I don't actually know if Red Dwarf is good or if it's just like really like campy, if that makes sense. And I like love a bit of the camp. You know what I mean?
Again, it has a vibe, and it's very good at hitting that vibe. And I just happen to find that vibe very funny.
Yeah, like it is. I think it's undeniably my favorite sitcom.
I wouldn't go that far. But
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't, but then both me and my brother went through hyperfixation phases of it. And, like, we can sit there and we'll, like, quote it at each other, and we can have, like, full conversations that have happened in Red
that's
Dwarf.
wild.
Like, and we'll just, like, say a line and then we'll both burst out laughing because we're remembering the joke.
Remembering
because-
the 5-minute scene around that line.
Yeah. I mean, look, both me and my brother are very normal.
Very,
Okay.
yeah, incredibly normal and neurotypical people.
I just don't want, you know, look, I'm never beating the fucking neurodivergent allegations I've accepted about myself.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that
But
you're
it's-
aware.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just very good and normal.
Yeah.
But at least it's about a good show. Imagine having this kind of fixation on Friends.
Yeah. I mean, I don't actually know if I've ever watched Friends.
Imagine How I Met Your Mother, but it was made in the 90s, so it was somehow even worse with making jokes about minorities.
Oh, okay.
And there's a 6th one who adds nothing. Other than that, it's the same. It is.
Yeah, fair enough.
It is the same. Because they even they live in apartments on top of a establishment where they drink together all the time, and one of them is a womanizer and 2 of them are a long-standing couple, and there's an on again off again thing. It's the same show.
Yeah, wow, that really is the same show.
It's just in the 90s and 2000s instead of in the 2000s and the 2010s.
Is it a sitcom trope that there's always a member of the group that nobody likes? Or is that something that I'm, like, imagining?
I don't know if... Well, I was never taught about it in media class when we learned about how to make sitcoms. But it is a bit of a pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know why they hang out with Barney in How I Met Your Mother. he doesn't really fit in, and he's not very nice.
No, but he is a like in the sort of metatextual sense, he is the setup of most of the comedy because of the fact that he doesn't fit in.
But he's not though. He's usually like just forcing his way in.
Yeah, but that makes him good for a B plot because he can just run in and say, "I own a boat now," and then there's a B plot about him and somebody on a boat.
I will give you that. He is a good B plot because he's just like totally fucking out there.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't fit in at all.
Paul typing from Spain apparently with a real good idea. Why is nobody from Red Dwarf in Wrestling Is Silly? we need to get on that. I need to bring their people. Yeah, we need to have our people talk to their people.
Shit, who would we have though?
I feel like Lister would be a good shout. I feel like he'd be scrappy.
Yeah, but could we actually get Lister to do anything?
That's true. The cat.
I do love the cat, but he wouldn't want to mess up his suit.
The cat might be the one, you know. Because
he wouldn't want to mess up his suit.
Crichton's cheating because he's a robot. Don't talk to him about 2B.
And also he can't hurt humans.
And also, first law of robotics can't hurt human. Rimmer is too much of a
he's too much of a coward.
A wet bowl of porridge.
I'm pretty sure porridge is supposed to be wet, dude.
But he's like wet for even by porridge standards. He's wet.
Oh right, so he's like a real sloppy.
Yeah, porridge. He is real sloppy porridge.
Needs another minute in the microwave.
Yeah.
Porridge. Yeah.
Okay, and then you've got what? Holly. He's just a head. Head can't wrestle.
I suppose you could put him on like a robot body.
Krang him. Put him in the belly. Put them in the belly of a big wrestle boy.
Yeah.
Krang versus Holly for the title. Give it me.
Well, if you put him in the belly, that's just a fucking Teletubby. We can't.
No,
it's
Krang. It's Krang.
We can't fucking do that to him, dude. We can't make him a Teletubby.
Yeah, we can't make him a Teletubby. But okay, it's either Lister.
He's a supercomputer. He's got an IQ of 6,000. I love you know.
It's either Lister or the cat, though, isn't it? And I think the cat's the one.
I mean, I think.
I had a drink with the cat once in a pub in Cardiff.
I'm so jealous. It's so annoying because I was the one that showed you Red Dwarf, and you've met like all of them.
I've met none of them. All but 2 of them.
Which is so mean.
Yeah. I met Craig Charles at an MCM. I met the cat, Danny John Jules, in a pub in Cardiff. And I met Holly at a pub, at a convention in somewhere. Where was Digicon? Can't remember where it was, but it was a place called, I think, called Digicon. I was either working or performing at all 3 of these.
So upset.
Yeah.
I want to have met those 3.
It's alright, we'll meet Chris Barry together and it'll be great.
Yeah.
And the man who plays Crichton, whose name I can never remember.
Robert Llewellyn.
I see. I would get him confused with Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, and those are 2 very different people. Very different people.
No, definitely don't mix those names.
No. No, those again 2 very different people. Should we do some wrestling?
I'd rather not. I'm quite tired.
Shall we commentate over some wrestling?
Suppose that'll be easier.
Because it is 1 week until our big 2-year anniversary show. Can you believe it's been 2 fucking years?
Yes.
Okay, now, okay, I'm gonna run the question by you again and pretend you enjoy doing this every week.
Okay. Pretend I'm not tired. Yes, go on.
So, it's our anniversary show next week. Can you believe it's been 2 fucking years?
I can't believe it's been 2 years, Eden. This is news to me.
Right? 2.
Wow.
Wrestling is Silly.
2 whole years.
Wrestling is Silly has been a thing for 2 whole years next week. So we're doing our big, huge anniversary show next week. So things are coming together. Things are settling into place. Things are happening. Things are moving and shaking. Our opening contest.
The hip and or happening.
The hip and or happening. Our opening contest this week relates to the tag division because as you know, anniversary show, titles up for grabs, title madness, battle of the belts, if you will, but things are going to happen. And the deity dogs have kind of been making a name for themselves in the tag division. We all believe it's their time. I believe it's their time. Zach, do you believe it's their time?
Yeah, it's their time, dude.
It's their time. So, last week we saw Majima facing off against Doug Ziggler. And this week, the Lord himself, God, is facing stand-in for the current world champion, Kiryu, Kasuga Ichiban. I'll explain that later. Ichiban, kind of a protege. Is he still protege of the Fight Boyfriends?
I feel like he's kind of leveled up. I don't know how much they're hanging out right now, to be totally honest.
Either way, Majima's going to be waiting in the wings, surveying God, seeing if he's ready. How do you think this match goes?
How do I think this match goes? I think it's their time, and I think God's got it.
Do you think Ichiban is going to fail at attacking and dethroning God?
Well, now you've said it like that, I don't want to say yes.
Well, that's kind of what you just said, so...
No, I don't remember that. And you've got no proof, so...
You're right, I do have no proof. But let's go down to the ring and stop this from happening.
Yeah.
Your opening contest for this evening is set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from the heavens above, weighing in at 259 pounds, God! No Doug this week. Last week, Doug came out without God. This week, God's coming out without Doug. They're proving they can beat them one-on-one before they get in the ring and tags. I appreciate it. I respect it.
Yeah, look, they've got to put themselves out there. They've got stuff to prove.
Yeah, like we give them a lot of, like they get a lot of stick for being just tag guys, only tag guys, pure tag guys, but
I mean they are a bit oops all tag, but
they're proving they can be solo guys as well.
I really enjoy God's little wings.
I mean, if he had big full-size wings, he'd fly, and that would be cheating.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like he's God though. He could have any size wings he wanted.
That's true.
He could probably still fly.
Maybe he just likes these wings.
Yeah. Maybe he's like a little bumblebee. We don't know how he can fly.
He's a little bumblebee, little bumble boy.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully this little bumble boy is getting towards title gold.
Yeah, it's their time.
He's already got a gold ring above his head. Can he have one around his waist as well?
Yeah.
And I'm amazed Sonic's never got in his face about that gold ring.
Yeah, I mean it is kind of gimmick infringement. So.
It is. You think there'd be an argument backstage about that?
Maybe there has been, and we just don't know.
Maybe. And his opponent from the Shangri-La Soap Landing, Kamurocho, Tokyo, weighing in at 269 pounds, he is your hero, Kasuga Ichiban.
Okay, can I nitpick? Am I allowed to nitpick?
Sure. You've never asked before.
The names came up. One came up, given name, family name, and the other came up, family name, given name.
Look, the people tippy-tapping in the names get confused by Japanese names sometimes.
To be fair, Ichiban is a real bastard for that, because Ichiban is the name everybody calls him, but is also his actual given name, as opposed to every other character
he's just
who
Ichiban.
is. Yeah. Whereas every other character goes by their family name.
Yeah.
So look, I appreciate it. It does get confusing, but it was you
gotta nitpick where you can.
Yeah.
Oh. Ichiban trying to get God in the corner, instead going for the body slam.
You can't put baby in corner. I don't know. There's a joke there.
You can't put God in a corner. You can German suplex his face into the ropes though.
That's a bit rude, though, isn't it?
I mean, it's a wrestling match. It ain't ballet. And
yeah.
Oh, side slam there from I did not think he was going to make that. That was a long leap for a boy to make, but he had the legs in him. Oh, and beautiful flying lariat. Incredible. He's got a hell of an arm on him, as has Ichiban.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Ichiban
working.
is just everyone's best friend. Like,
He
everyone's
really is.
best friend, Ichiban.
I'm not sure if he's God's best friend right now with these belly to back
Well,
suplexes and
Yeah, look, okay.
busting him open with some punches to the head, but even then, God's a forgiving guy.
They're both forgiving guys.
They are.
Am I saying that Ichiban is some kind of Jesus metaphor? Maybe.
Is Ichiban superior to God? Only time will tell. Ichiban really giving it to the left leg of God right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the cover. Ooh. There's not been 6 days of fighting. God is not being laid to rest just yet.
I love some sick biblical humor that we've got going on.
Gotta get some biblical burns.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh, punch right to the back. Beautiful back punch. And, oh, Blue Thunder Bomb with the cover.
Well done.
Wow, that was
was
real quick.
I had way more time to tangent. It's not even 7:30 yet. We're
Yeah.
already a match in.
Here is your winner, Casca Ichiban. Yeah, that was impressive. An impressive showing from Ichiban there.
Yeah. Our best friend Ichiban.
Everyone's best friend, the world's best friend.
Yeah. I would love to be best friends with Ichiban.
Who
I just feel like if he hugged me, I would be cured.
who
Okay,
wouldn't
yeah.
love to be best friends with Ichiban? Like,
Exactly.
the
He
man,
would just cure me.
he would smoothen your skin and make your crops flourish.
Yeah. I would be 30, flirty, and thriving if Ichiban was my best friend.
30, flirty, and thriving.
Yeah, a sick Freaky Friday reference.
You,
The remake, not the original.
of course.
Unless maybe it was in the original. but
I don't think the phrase 30, flirty, and thriving was in the original Freaky Friday.
Oh, I've never seen it, so I don't know. I just wanted to cover my bases, okay?
But that means 2 weeks in a row now, the Deity Dogs have been defeated by members.
No, it wasn't Freaky Friday. It was fucking 13 going on 30. Sorry.
That makes way more sense. To be... yeah, that makes way more sense.
I've forgotten the movie 13 going on 30.
The one where Zac
Right,
Efron turns into Matthew Perry.
No, I'm talking about...
different
what?
film. No, I'm thinking of a different film. What's the film where Zac Efron turns into Matthew Perry?
I mean, that's got to be just... That really feels like it's just going to be a 13 13 going on.
17 again. No, it's Matthew Perry turns into Zac
Oh,
Efron.
it's the other way
17
round.
again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw big number Matthew Perry, Zac Efron. I could picture the poster in my mind's eye. So 2 weeks on the trot now, the Deity Dogs have lost to either the Fight Boy Friends or conduits therein. But I still believe that they are... I still believe it's their time. I still think that they're... In a tag atmosphere, I think it's their time.
Yeah.
They're tag guys, they're not singles guys. I know we said the reverse of this just a few minutes ago, but
Look, they don't... Okay, no, we didn't say the reverse of this. What we said was people bully them for only being tag guys. But do you know what? There's nothing wrong with being tag only.
yeah, they're good at what they do.
Okay.
They're good at what they do.
God.
and
Everybody just pushing them, trying to push them into boxes. Well, maybe they're happy in that box, okay? Just leave them alone. God, you're all so mean.
But speaking of the current tag champs, I received early today. I received a letter from our current world champion Kiryu regarding the anniversary show where he's been the past few weeks. Both his titles and the anniversary show. So I just want to read you what he's written, and you know we can digest it all together. So I'm not going to try and do an accent because
No,
that would be
so...
offensive.
Yes.
So
no accents.
No
It's a good
accents.
rule.
No accents. So here's what Kiryu has to say to us all. Wrestling is Silly Galaxy. This is the legendary Dragon of Dojima, 4th chairman of the Dojima family and greatest Wrestling is Silly world champion and tag champion in the history of the world, Kiryu Kazuma. I'm writing this letter to address my plans for the upcoming anniversary show, Birthday Bash, on the 24th of April. I'm aware that Majima-san and my protege Ichiban have been vetting the tag division, and we will be defending our titles against Doug Ziggler and God the Deity Dogs. I trust that man with my life, so I do not doubt that he has made a choice that will mean not only will we get to leave the night remaining tag champions, but we'll also put on an incredible match for you, our adoring fans. But of course, that will not be the only time you see me that night. I am Kazi 2 belts after all, and 2 belts means 2 matches. But I've already worked my way through the top of this card. I've already defeated everyone in this company that deserves a shot at the top. And that brings me to the reason why I'm here in the form of a letter and not in person. I have been scouting, traveling the world and watching the best that independent wrestling has to offer. I've got names, contacts, emails, and I've assembled the 5 greatest independent wrestlers that I could find. And in the main event of Wrestling is Silly Birthday Bash next week, the 5 of them and myself will assemble for an Elimination Chamber match. 6 men, no rules, and a big circular cage, the way we used to do it in the Colosseums of Kamurocho and Sotenbori. It will be the greatest wrestling performance you will ever witness, and at the end, when I walk away with both belts over my shoulders, it will cement me as the greatest fighter in the world. Look forward to it. I know I am. That's the end of the letter.
Your Japanese is so good.
I've been.
I can't believe you're fluent in it now.
I've been working on it.
Insane.
Been working on just the read. I can't speak it, but I can read it perfectly.
Yeah. Wow. Just incredible.
No, he's not going to be here. We couldn't find him.
Also, the fact he called himself Kazi 2 belts is, quite frankly, the best thing that's ever happened.
He hears the people. He listens to the people, and the people have been calling him Kazi 2 belts. So he respects the people.
I wonder if his voice actor is on Cameo.
I wonder if we can get him to say, I am Kazi 2 belts.
I mean, that would be great. Anyway, yeah, sorry to talk about the
contents of the letter, not just my delivery.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry. You've become very fluent in Japanese in a very short amount of time. It caught me by surprise. I thought you deserved reckoning.
It happened, but I appreciate it.
Look, I just wanted to respect the game, okay? Right. The Elimination Chamber thing sounds pretty
Elimination
cool.
Chamber, him and 5 brand new faces to Wrestling is Silly. I'm really excited. I don't even know who they are yet. He's just told
me neither.
He's just told me buy a big cage, and I'm bringing 5 dudes.
This had better be wrestling related, otherwise I'm going to be very upset.
He did say it was specifically for the anniversary show, so I hope it's not for the after party. Otherwise we are.
Did you read out the wrong letter? That was the shopping list for the after party.
Otherwise, we're down a co-main event, because he did say that the Elimination Chamber was going to be the main event, but it is playing double duty. We have a co-main event, this Elimination Chamber, and of course, the winner of the Wrestling Silly World Series versus our Women's World Champion Amanda. How
does one co-main event? What does that mean?
It means one goes on last. And one goes on second to last and shuts the fuck up about it.
You and I both know that's the tall Paul slot. You can't put a main event in the second to last. Everybody's going to get drinks and to pee.
True. But okay. Let me.
We might have to do. We could do it in a 2-halfer. We have 2 main events and 2 halves.
We could do that. I was going to say let me cast your mind back to Wrestle Dream. The co-main events were. Danielson somebody and Osprey Omega, and Osprey Omega was in the second to last slot. That was the match of the night. Danielson Zack Sabre Jr. was the main event.
Oh yeah, but I really wanted to watch Ospreay and Omega, so I saved it and peed in the main event.
Can't believe you peed during. No, it was Danielson Okada. That was the one. Peed during Okada's match.
Yeah, okay. I like Okada, but okay, right. So the thing is, I really like Ospreay and I really like Kenny Omega. So I like both of those equally a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't miss either of them wrestling. And I really like Okada, and I like Danielson.
Danielson's fine.
So, like, he's just not my flavor of wrestler. So, you know, it was either miss P time with two wrestlers that I really like, or, you know, risk missing a bit of Okada, and I took the risk on Okada.
You take the risk on the Okada. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I feel the same way.
I just waited until Danielson was like, he had the advantage, so he was going to be doing his thing for a little while.
I've seen Danielson do his thing. It's fine.
Yeah. He's got the what's the word? What's the word when like you win? Then
he's got the advantage. He's got the momentum. If it's a bad guy,
it's
a heat.
Momentum. The momentum is what I was thinking of, right? So you just wait until the guy that you like least has the momentum, and then you take the risk.
You piss and you hope you don't miss the comeback.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were doing a wrestling show.
No, the main event thing.
Yes, the main event.
Just stand by. I think it should probably be the two halves, but
so
you know,
we'll work.
What
on
do
it.
I know?
We'll work on it. More matches will be announced for the anniversary show during this episode, and we will fill out that card, and maybe two main events will be the two halves of the show. Basically, it's fucking bangers end to end. So every match is the main event basically, but not really, because that's not how main events work. Here's a match. Here's our next match of this evening's show.
What? More than one match? We're spoiling them.
We really are spoiling them. Misty has been taken under the wing and maybe taken to a fancy restaurant by Ursula. It's been really fun to watch. It's really nice to see them bond, to see Misty improve. This week, Misty is facing maybe the hardest test of her mentorship under Ursula. Ursula has called the baddest bitch she knows Cruella de Vil, and they are going head to head. Misty versus
sure
Cruella
de Vil is the baddest bitch anybody knows.
Yeah, I mean she's baddest bitch I know.
Right, like she's just a bit of a bad bitch. So, and honestly, fair play.
Yeah,
like, I don't know who I would have called in that situation, but it would probably be Cruella.
Yeah, do you know about a bitch?
I don't think that I do.
Yeah, exactly. So, shall we? Who do you think wins this match? Bad bitch or new pupil?
I obviously think that Cruella is going to take this.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is for me to make sure my buttons are working, which
oh my god,
which they're not. And that is
you can't have two button malfunctions.
I can't.
That's embarrassing.
It's alright. Button works now. I said the button works now. Why isn't the button work? There we go. Your next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making your way to the ring first from Cerulean City in Kanto, weighing in at 131 pounds, Misty. The buttons almost didn't work then. That would have been real embarrassing for me. But
that would have been really embarrassing.
But I think I handled it really well. I think I did. I was really cool about it. I had
no idea that you even had some technical issues. Yeah. Technical issues on this stream? Never.
Technical issues on Twitch.tv?
No.
Fake.
That doesn't sound right.
Fake. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Misty has grown as a wrestler since being under the wing of Ursula. I was quite shocked when the two, first bonded, but it makes sense, of course. Ursula is part water type, clearly, so it makes sense that the two would gravitate.
Yeah.
And her opponent from London, England, weighing at 165 pounds, being accompanied by Ursula Cruella Deville.
I've got to be honest, it's quite impressive that a woman of Cruella's advancing age can get down on her knees like that,
Right.
and then get back up without doing the noise.
The noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, once you get to a certain age, we all do it. Okay, there's no shame here.
Yeah.
We all kind of do the
Yeah, gotta make the
Okay.
getting up and sitting down noise.
yeah,
Getting up, it's a ugh, and sitting down, it's a oof.
yeah.
Gotta exhale.
Yeah.
Cruella, not at all looking like she's gonna hold back, saying
Nah,
she's
well-
fighting her best friend's pupil, but I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, but to be fair though, like, if you're gonna teach someone something, you kind of want to teach him to be better than you, right? Like,
Oh yeah. There's no point teaching somebody to be like not as good as you.
Yeah, exactly. What would the point in that be?
Yeah, I mean, like Ursula and Cruella know that they came in here as like elder stateswomen. They know that they are here to foster a new generation of talent.
Yeah.
And you want that new generation. If you're responsible for building that new generation, you want them to kick fucking ass.
Yeah.
Also, I love that Cruella can come out of like relative, like not retirement, but like relative like empty periods and still get massive cheers. Everyone always loves seeing Cruella in the ring.
Yeah, because she's great.
She is great.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, just fucking socking her in the jaw. Big uppercut to the back of the head.
Well, look, fucking starters you mean to go on.
Yeah. Hit hard, pin early, pin often.
Yeah.
Misty there with the boots up.
You never know, you might get lucky. It's
Yeah.
only 3 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah, you're only ever 3 seconds away from victory at any given moment. Oh, beautiful Scorpion Death Drop there from... or should that be a Drapian Death Drop from Misty?
You're the Pokemon person. I'm just gonna.
That was a Pokemon. Oh!
No, like I know it was a Pokemon, but like the picking a Pokemon appropriate to swap into a wrestling name. I mean, that's all your wheelhouse.
That is
You
all
are
me.
Pokemon person.
The,
You're the wrestling moves name person.
Yeah, wrestling move Pokemon puns is a specifically me wheelhouse.
Yeah. So.
But the Tope Suicide not going so well for Misty. She's lost all her momentum right into that ripcord elbow. And, oh, big leg lariat from Cruella. Freya up to a 7 count now. Both wrestlers rolling back into the ring. And Cruella taking Misty by the hair, throwing her against those ropes. And now grabbing the leg and, just wrenching the leg against those ropes. We see ropes. They're steel cables wrapped in duct tape. That is not something that feels good when you're wrenching against your leg. I can speak from experience on that.
We forked out for name brand duct tape.
We did. Duct brand duct tape. Boo, you my voice doesn't change all that often. It's very distinct. But no, that co-host is me. Zach is the real host of the show.
Oh God, no! Don't put that pressure on me.
I'm apparently the guest host. Oh, another Scorpy Death Drop. And rolling straight to the outside, but Misty hot on her tail. Cruella, though, getting the moment to brutal knee to the face. And another one.
I feel like my streaming career is like those cop shows where it's like I was like 1 week from retirement and then you pull me back in to do this every week.
Remember that one time you did that Freddy Fish stream because I had to go to a show, and you did a Freddy Fish
Yeah.
stream all by yourself,
Yeah, that was terrifying.
but you did it.
I still have cold sweats about that.
Oh, both women.
I think about it sometimes. Dreaming, doing stuff that isn't this.
Yeah, sometimes I also think about doing stuff that isn't this, but then I'd have to like talk and do things at the same time. That feels
The
lot.
way I phrased that, it made it sound like it was some kind of weird, like, couples therapy. Like, sometimes I think about what if we hadn't got married. Like, Jesus, it sounded depressing.
Sometimes I think,
But,
what if
you
we
know.
didn't host a wrestling show every week together?
No, I didn't mean it about you. I meant because if I was ever to stream, it would always be with you. I just
Yeah.
meant it's like, you know, fucking. Sometimes I think about not being with wrestling is silly. Sometimes I think about other video games.
We should come back to your Cubes Noise RuneScape playthrough.
Oh my
You could be
god!
RuneScape
I don't think
Oh.
that character exists anymore.
Damnation from Cruella de Vil gets the cover.
Oh damn!
God damn. Here is your winner, Cruella de Vil. Thinking about other video games, I think that's micro cheating.
Yeah.
Oh. What a win for Cruella. But I think this is still a learning experience for Misty, I hope. I hope. But yeah, you were thinking I think we should try if you wanted to stream something that isn't this, which I'd be down for, maybe trying the RuneScape
I don't have the skill or, quite frankly, the patience.
The patience is the big thing.
Because this is the thing, right? Like, I love RuneScape, but I like RuneScape in a, you know, I like activities that I can, like, semi-AFK
Yeah.
and watch TV while I'm doing it.
Well, that's
Like,
the thing. The thing is, we have to be. The thing is, you watch some entertainment while you AFK on RuneScape. When you stream
Yeah.
RuneScape, you have to be the entertainment while you AFK in RuneScape.
Yeah, so this is the thing, right? I think if I was gonna become a RuneScape content creator, if
Yeah.
we were going to become RuneScape content
the dream
creators,
team.
we would basically, what would happen is we would have to just have a podcast and we would be playing RuneScape,
Yeah.
so there was a visual. You know, like when people put a picture in a tweet
Yes.
to like get more. That's what
We
our
would be, the
yeah.
RuneScape would be the engagement for.
Yeah, that would be how we would pull people in and trick them into listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't want to trick people. To be honest, if I was gonna do streaming, I would probably just actually do What's the Point and Click, which is something I always joked about and then never did. I think I did one or two.
We could do some point and click adventures.
I'm going to be totally honest, it's mostly so I have an excuse to buy more
More
point and
point
click
and
adventures. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll
I'd go through the ones in my library first,
Yeah.
and then, you know,
well,
once
why
I've tricked enough people into subbing.
why don't we think about it? We'll put it to the Discord. Who wants some more non-wrestling and silly streams? And then maybe
No one.
we'll
We've
do some What's the Point and
peaked.
Click.
This is wrestling is silly is the best content. You can't, you know, that's like asking, do you want to not eat the best food in the world?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not saying do you want something instead of wrestling is silly. It's do you want something
No,
as
I
well
know,
as wrestling is
but-
silly. Do you want more cake?
Yeah, but that is like, you know, fucking. Oh, you can have this delicious Black Forest Gatto, and it's got all the posh cream and fresh fruit and all that shit. And then it's like, well, you know, we can also. It's a Victoria Sponge.
I mean, if you said, do you want an M&S fucking Black Forest Gatto with all the trimmings, or do you want an M&S Black Forest Gatto with all the trimmings and a Tesco Basics Swiss roll? I'm taking the one with 2 cakes. I don't care if one's a
Okay.
Tesco's Basics Swiss roll. I'm taking it because it's more free cake.
This is a bad analogy because I wouldn't take the 2 cakes again. That's all I'm saying.
But you don't have to eat them on the same day.
That would be too much. Yeah, but I'd know it was there, and I wouldn't feel good about it.
Right. Okay. Would you would you rather have this thing you enjoy, or have this thing you enjoy and then have another thing that you enjoy? We'll put it to Discord. We'll put it to Discord. I think you had a good idea and are now immediately talking yourself out of it.
I do that a lot.
Because you're like, nah, people can't possibly want this idea as much as I do. So I gotta pretend it's terrible.
I have ideas, and then I talk myself out of them.
See? Oh, you're already backpedaling. Oh, no, it wasn't a good idea. Nobody wants to watch this. People used to love us watching it. People used to love watching us play stupid shit.
Yeah, I mean...
And what is RuneScape if not a point-and-click adventure game?
Wind Waker did do pretty well, I will
Yeah.
do that. And to be fair, I enjoyed doing Wind Waker as well.
Also, if all you had to eat was Black Forest Ghetto, you'd probably need a break from it every so often. What if Wrestling City became seasonal? Is that what you're saying? Wrestling City should have an off-season?
Oh my god, an off-season. Like Alton Towers. Everyone loves things with off-seasons.
Like Alton Towers, or like actual sports that aren't wrestling.
Yeah.
Maybe we've been doing this for 2 years. Maybe we should introduce some extra content.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
We'll think about it.
Oh, did we ever do streams that weren't Wrestling is Silly alongside Wrestling is Silly?
We did do some. Yeah, because Wrestling is Silly at the start, it was me and you on Monday, and then me and Matt on Wrestling is Silly on Wednesdays, and then it became, and then Matt had to drop out, and then it was me and you, and then we just stopped doing the Monday because it was effort.
To be fair, like doing. Because Wiz is on a Wednesday, that does make streaming. Like, I don't know, like, I need more than one day.
We could do like a Saturday.
I'm just, like, I'm not an entertainer. That's the problem. Like, I'm not an entertainer. So, like, it takes me quite a... I need more of a run-up than, like, 1 day spare.
Your performer's hangover is longer than mine.
Oh, yeah, it's way longer than
my performer's hangover is like an evening. Like I come back from a show and I'm just dead, but then I'm fine the next day. But your performer's hangover is longer than a day. But we could do like a Saturday afternoon.
I also have like a. I don't think I could perform as long as you either. Like I'm so introverted and everything is so like it's so much mental effort.
I get that. Yeah, we could do like Saturday afternoon. I could start my own. You can come in and join me, and then just leave when your social battery is empty. Be fine.
Oh, my social battery is always empty.
One more match and you get a break.
Yes, 3 whole minutes.
But this one more match is a big important match, and it's a big important match for you specifically because we are going to your favorite part of Wrestling is Silly.
Oh, are we?
We're going to the Flippy Shit division. The Flippy Shit division ruled by Darth Maul, and Darth Maul is actually cashing in a favor that, well, he is having a favor cashed in because you may well remember during Blood and Guts, Scarecrow was part of Darth Maul's team.
Yeah,
he was in fact the one. No, he wasn't the one that got the win. That was the man whose name we can't mention on the desk anymore.
No mentioning his name.
But Scarecrow was given the opportunity to be in Blood and Guts, and in exchange he got a title shot for Darth Maul's Flippy Shit division title. But what Darth Maul didn't say is it is going to be fought under Darth Maul rules. That means no countouts, no disqualifications, no outside interference, but everything else is legal. So,
I mean, isn't no outside interference just like that's just a basic rule.
Yeah, but
that's not.
If you say it, it makes it sound more important.
Okay.
So before we go to your break, I suppose your co-main event for this evening, for the first half of tonight's entertainment, a Darth Maul rules match for the Flippy Shit division championship. Scarecrow versus Darth Maul. How do you feel about this match? Who do you think is going to walk out with the title?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the fact that it's Darth Maul rules because I don't like saying Darth Maul rules.
You do have to say Darth Maul rules.
Exactly, and I can't help but feel like that's targeted, and I don't like that.
That
so,
is, yeah.
I just wanted my distaste to be known.
Well, now that your distaste has been known, let's go down to the ring. Wrestling is Silly. Your next match is for the Flippy Shit Division Championship and is being contested under Darth Maul rules.
Except he doesn't because he's stinky.
Still not changed that music. It reminds me of the old times.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Lighting changed in the United Teleport away. That's just the power of Scarecrow. He's magical like that. None of this is actually real. This is all a fear gas fantasy.
I feel like the words fear gas fantasy. There's some room for a sex joke in there, but I can't be asked to make it. So if anybody else, just think of a really funny punchline.
There's your IKEA branded flat pack joke for the evening.
Yeah,
Some assembly required.
IKEA should sponsor us.
They really should.
I can see nothing wrong with that. Anyway.
We do a lot more tables matches and they'd all be IKEA tables. The wrestler would have to put together the table before they put their opponent through it. It'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Being asked is part of the fear gas joke. Being asked feels like you're like being chased by a giant ass.
I really feel being asked. I really feel like I could probably trick an American to thinking
that's what we call being bummed.
Means, yeah.
Yes. Let's all pretend that.
Yeah.
And Americans in the chat, you're not listening. Let's all pretend.
No. We need them involved because Americans are more likely to interact with other Americans.
Yeah.
And I feel like they would feel like they were on the cool side of the joke.
Okay, yeah.
It's the joke.
All people in chat, listen. We are starting a new thing. Being asked is British slang for having anal sex.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Tell all of your friends.
Just start using it in conversation.
Yeah.
You had a good arsing session last night.
I was going to say, I don't know how often people in chat are talking about anal sex, but, you know.
Bro,
you
totally arse sesh.
No, you can sprinkle it in as like a fun fact.
Yeah.
About the Brits. Just
Can't say I couldn't be asked anymore.
Because of woke?
Because of woke, yeah. Because to imply you can't be asked means that you're unable to have anal sex, I suppose.
Yeah, and wait, hang on. No, is not being able to have anal sex woke now? Oh, I'm so lost.
Petterbrads, welcome to the wild part of the show.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit EP sleepy, okay? And it always puts me up for shenanigans.
First, the challenger from Arkham Asylum, Gotham City, Scarecrow. And the reigning and defending Wrestling is Silly Flip Shit Division champion from Adapamere, Darth Maul. Redeemed a fun fact for bum stuff. Fun fact, in the UK, they call bum stuff arsing. You came in at a great time. You came in at a perfect time. We were making a fun joke about arses, and also there's a title match happening. This is peak Wrestling is Silly. You're here at a perfect time.
Should rename it to
Wrestling is arsing. Arsing is silly. Anyway, there's the bell. This is peak wrestling. Yeah, Westergon's got it. This is peak wrestling, Asuli.
Yeah.
Oh, double stomps to the gut of Darth Maul. Darth Maul, Scarecrow, two men with very similar fighting styles. Again, the last time these two...
no shit, it's the flippy shit division. What other fucking style are they gonna have?
The last time these two had...
Jesus.
Last time these two men were on opposite sides of a ring, Scarecrow had just won the flip shit title off of Wallace, and Darth Maul immediately cashed in his smiley case and took it off him.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Was pretty funny, but also that was the start of Darth Maul's reign. Oh, guillotined off that bottom rope. And now Scarecrow in a precarious position for Darth Maul, grinding, slamming the sledgehammer right into the face of the champ 4 times in a row. I don't know how anyone gets up from that, I gotta say. But the quick cover for Scarecrow.
Only a 1 count.
After being smashed in the face that many goddamn times, a 1 count. Darth Maul's made of tough stuff. Oh, the crunch, the sound of the crunch there. I like that he's pausing to do a little flourish with every hit. Darth Maul finally back to his feet, a couple of overhand chops, and he gets the sledgehammer out of his hand. Scarecrow goes up and down into the Falcon Arrow. Darth Maul cover. And another 1 count. Both men fighting hard for this. Oh! Receipts from earlier for Scarecrow. Oh, just as he gets to his feet, he goes right back down. And the low drop kick, though, takes it out of Darth Maul's hands. And, oh, double stomps avoided by Maul. Sling blade from Darth Maul. The Scarecrow slowly pulling himself back up to his feet. He goes for the hammer. Oh, Darth Maul, though, getting it out of his hands. And, oh, right in the gut. So with hitting Scarecrow with this, you got to worry about those canisters of fear gas around his waist. You pop one of those, and you're in a world of hurt. But there is...
I mean, at least it'd only be fake hurt, though.
Yeah. Pump handle made in Dathomir, Darth Maul's own finisher.
Oh.
Not enough to keep him down, though. And his head and neck were crushed against that sledgehammer as well.
I mean, oh. Wait.
You don't want either of these men to win.
No,
Do you really care about either of these men?
No. Look, I'm trying, okay.
Oh, but there is...
I'm doing my best.
Fear factor from Scarecrow. That package power driver that's ended things before. Can it end it this time? No, not quite. But if one person has to leave with the belt here, which one do you want it to be?
Scarecrow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, he was on the opposite team to you, but only kind of by
circumstance. So was fucking...
Yeah, only kind of by circumstance.
So was fucking Darth Maul. Like, that's not...
Yeah, Darth Maul represents the division, whereas Scarecrow's just in it.
Oof.
Oh, there's a diving crossbody from Darth Maul. Gets the deep cover. Still just a 1 count from Scarecrow, though. Oh. We don't care who wins, we just want mayhem. I mean, usually I'll be the same in a match like this, but belt's on the line, so it is kind of important. Even though, I mean, in a couple of weeks' time, the belt may not even exist if Zack has his way. But we will hear more on that later, as we will be hearing from the protege of the Flip Shit Division champion, Rue, later in tonight's show. Oh, and Darth Maul's got the table. Not sponsored by IKEA. Hashtag not an ad. Oh, Darth Maul up on the shoulders of Scarecrow and powerbombed onto that steel barricade. Now there's an adage in wrestling: he who sets up the table is destined to go through it. And I'm not sure if Darth Maul, having just by getting the table, is destined to go through, but he's got himself a chair now as well. He's getting the whole kitchen set. Again. Oh! Flattened by Scarecrow on the outside again. All this is legal. This is Darth Maul's own rules. Oh, but he gets sent face first into that table.
You say it's legal, but if I did this in the streets, I'd get arrested. What the hell?
This isn't the rules of the street. This is the rules of wrestling. It's silly. We're our own sovereign nation. Oh, beautiful Hurricane Rana. We are our own sovereign nation, not to be confused with Sovereign Pro Wrestling, which is a different sovereign nation and wrestling show.
Thing.
Darth Maul again feeling the tail end of that sledgehammer. He's got metal legs, but metal legs do not fare well against a sledgehammer, even as good as, even as they are better than human flesh meat legs. Yeah, Darth Maul is also a sovereign citizen. He thinks he can yell things about the Magna Carta and get out of paying his taxes that way. Is that why you dislike him?
What?
Darth Maul is a sovereign citizen. He thinks he can get out of his taxes by yelling things about the Magna Carta that aren't true.
Yeah. I think my favorite is when they just recite the Magna Carta.
Yeah, they just
and they really just want to show off that they know the Magna Carta.
Yeah, that's it. They must know, but in the back of their minds that this ain't going to help, but they just want to show off that they know an old English passage.
Yeah.
Oh. Spanish commentary table's got sharp edges, and Scarecrow's learning that the hard way. But, running right back to Darth Maul, getting him up on the shoulders. This could be bad for Maul. And, right into a backbreaker. And now that steel chair that Darth Maul himself brought into play is now turning him into mulch right now. Now, if I'm Darth Maul, I'm regretting putting this offer out there. Because it was him that said, you'll get a title shot if you join me. And now it's him that's, being beaten within an inch of his life by everything he can find.
Yeah, well, sucks to suck, am I right? Fuck.
It does indeed suck to suck. Avoided by Scarecrow. Manages to get the chair out of his hands. And now throwing Maul into the table this time. Running Swanton bomb from the Scarecrow. Beautiful. Crushing Darth Maul like a stale piece of bread. And now, tripping over that chair, colliding with that barricade. Darth Maul now taking the chair and just, pounding the arm of Scarecrow. Scarecrow, they're fighting back as best he can. Darth Maul slipping on the table. Neither one of these two men wants to even get in the ring, let alone try and actually finish this. I don't know what happened there, but the Scarecrow didn't like being grabbed. Sling Blade into the drop kick by Darth Maul. Darth Maul remembering he is in fact in a wrestling match.
I mean, in Scarecrow's defense, I don't like being grabbed either.
No, not in the face. Definitely not in the face.
I just don't really like being grabbed. I'm not really a grabbable person.
I posit you are in fact quite grabbable.
Okay, maybe. Okay, my grabbability does not necessarily have anything to do with whether or not I like being grabbed.
That's true.
But I don't know the word for wanting to be grabbed.
You're very anti-grab.
Yeah.
You need some anti-gravity suits.
Yeah, anti-gravity suits.
Yeah.
Fucking got him. I know, chat's laughing at home. Chee hee hee hee. Ha 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 ha.
That's chat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scarecrow finally getting that hammer unstuck, but not surviving from it. Both men now in the ring. Scarecrow going for the fear gas, but Darth Maul one step ahead. Made in Dathomir. But still Still not enough to keep Scarecrow down. I can't even hear what they're chanting right now.
It goes to like meh 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 meh.
I thought like, maybe is that a little bit like Holy Crab? Was it Holy Crab?
Yeah,
And the chant
maybe
about
it's
Holy
Holy
Crabs. Darth Maul waiting for Scarecrow to get something. Oh, there's the kick. Goes for the pump handle. He's going for one more. Made in Dathomir. Could this be it?
No.
No!
Yeah.
Darth Maul is digging deep. He's got to find a new toy to try and cement his legacy. Decides against the kendo stick.
I'm pretty sure that's getting the rules.
There are no rules in a Darth Maul rules match.
Oh shit! So why is it called the Darth Maul rules match?
'Cause
It's
Darth
almost
Maul-
like he's just trying to trick us
'Cause
into
Darth
saying
Maul
Darth
rules.
Maul rules.
Because Darth Maul rules. That's the rule.
No, I hate that. He doesn't rule.
Scarecrow though, fear factor.
Enemy
Gets
of
the
my
cover.
enemy is my friend. Come on, Scarecrow.
Scarecrow,
You got
new
this,
champ.
Holy
There
fucking
it
shit.
is.
Dab dab dab.
Here is your winner and new Flippy
Oh, shit.
Shit Division champion, Scarecrow.
I thought he was showing off his planking skills.
Well, not the way I expected the match to end, but we have a new Flippy Shit Division champion. Darth Maul looks terrified of the new champ right now.
Fucking rip, dude.
Does this change how you feel about the division?
Not really. I'll think about it.
Either way, it's still in the wider sphere of Darth Maul. He's still in control of the division, but new champ. What a way to go into the second year of wrestling is silly.
How exciting. So exciting.
Could you fake excitement for one sentence?
No, I'm quite comfy actually.
Okay. Well, we're going to go for a very, very quick break now. We're going to go for a 3-minute break. In that time, please do empty your bladders, refill your glasses, go for a run around the block, buy yourself a Galaxy Ripple. You deserve it. You've had a hard day. In the meantime,
I have had a hard
you
day.
have had a hard day. In the meantime, I leave you with one question. That is, who is that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Pokemon, everyone's favorite Pokemon.
Did you get it? It was a fictional creature. Yeah.
It was a Pokémon.
We all win because we all got to listen to a funny little noise.
I love a funny, and then I got to imitate that funny little noise, and that made
Exactly.
me laugh, and hopefully
we
got a smile out of at
all
least one other person.
Yeah. Made me smile. Silly little noise.
Love a silly little noise.
Exactly.
Um,
Everything let's say is just a silly little noise.
words are just silly little noises that we've given arbitrary meaning to.
Exactly. Yeah.
With that being said, would you like to hear a series of silly little noises coming from a man that you have a silly little beef with?
Oh no, I don't like having beef with people.
Because relative to the match that we just watched, where we crowned a new Flippy Shit Division champion, both Darth Maul and Scarecrow and the man that we're about to hear speak, Rue.
I'm a vegetarian.
Well, it's corned beef. They have.
Okay.
Rue has something to say to you specifically, but to the wider wrestling is silly world, and let's listen to them now.
Hey, Zach, you think you can flaunt your executive power and fire my friend just because we destroyed your team in Blood and Guts? How dare you? We beat you fair and square, and this is how you respond? Well, I've heard your offer. One more match, you and me. You give Astarion his job back, and in return, you get one more shot at the greatest division in wrestling is silly. If you're that determined to take us, I have a few more conditions if you want it that bad. First, the match will be fought under Darth Maul rules. After all, it is a Flippy Shit Division match. That means no disqualifications, but no outside interference either. I don't want you bringing all the backstage team to help you out. This is about you and me. Second, if I win, then not only do you leave me and the division alone, but me and Maul want a title shot against your boys. Let's see how you like it. And thirdly, when I win, when I prove the Flippy Shit Division is the greatest division in the entirety of Wrestling is Silly, I want a formal in-ring apology from you, where you declare Darth Maul to be the best champion in all of pro wrestling. If you can agree to these terms, I can agree to yours. If you win, the division is done. You and me, Zach versus Rue, Wrestling is Silly birthday bash. The final round for the fate of the Flippy Shit Division.
That sounded like a yes from him. Do you accept his terms?
You know, do you think I can? I'm just a little guy my way out of this one.
having seen both of you in person, I don't think either of you could pull off I'm just a little guy against the other one, because you are both just little guys.
Yeah, that's the problem. The otherwise watertight and just a little guy defense really falls apart when the other guy is also just a little guy.
Yeah.
Do I still have to say that Darth Maul's the best wrestler if I lose? Now that he clearly is not. I don't want to, be seen as a liar when that.
Well, I mean, he was champion, so you would have to say that his reign was the best championship in the history of pro wrestling.
Oh, that's just objectively false. Like, I can't. A man's word is his bond. Am I willing to give up that integrity to get rid of the Flippy Shit Division? Yes, I am. Sign me up.
So it is confirmed. Two confirmations confirmed for the anniversary show birthday bash next week. Zach versus Rue for the fate of the Flippy Shit Division, and our boy Astarion has his job back, which means, remember last week where there was supposed to be a title match, Spider-Man versus Astarion for the Twitch title? Well,
Do you remember that?
I'm booking that in next week. Spider-Man, Astarion, fallout from Blood and Guts. Now that he's allowed back in the building, he's getting his title shot. Spider-Man starring a Twitch title anniversary show. It's scaling up to be one hell of a goddamn show. Are you ready to fight Rue?
I'm gonna be honest. I am
In Darth Maul rules.
gonna be taking some time to do some training and stuff, and I'm sure that Rue will do the same. So like, I'm not ready right now. I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm ready, and then all of a sudden,
And then just
Rue
ding ding, let's
appears
go.
and- yeah, exactly. So I'm really hedging my bets. I'm gonna prepare over the next week for a fight next week.
Yes.
No shenanigans.
No shenanigans. It's not happening right now. Don't worry about it. Paul's in your corner. I'm in your corner. The
Yes.
entirety of Wrestling is Silly is in your corner.
Poor Rue. Somebody's got to be in Rue's corner.
Darth Maul's in Rue's corner.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Somebody else who is
Champion.
preparing for a big match next week at the anniversary show birthday bash is Superman, the Man of Steel. He has challenged Goku for a no frills match, the rubber match, Goku vs Superman 3, all on the line. And this week he is taking on an old foe in Colonel Sanders to try and get tuned up for that match. We've not seen a lot from the Colonel in a while, but I think this is going to be one hell of a match nonetheless. Who do you think goes in to this with the upper hand?
With the upper hand. I mean, it's got to be Superman, right? Like, Sanders hasn't wrestled in a little while. He's been in a bit of a quiet phase, taking a bit of a hiatus.
He's been in the kitchen cooking up something, probably chicken.
Yeah. So, I mean, to be honest, I think if somebody said to me that Colonel Sanders was cooking anything other than chicken, I'd be a bit weirded out.
Yeah, me too. Unless it
You're
was
a bit
like,
wrong.
I don't know.
But like the Burger King, eating something other than burgers, that's not right.
He's allowed to cook the few things that are on the KFC sides menu, which is what? Mashed potato, biscuits, beans, corn.
To be honest, even that would freak me out a bit. I mean, the thing is, I'm not a KFC attender, right? Like, I'm not.
You
I don't
are
really
famously a
KFC.
vegetarian, and they have.
Well, yeah, to be fair though, they do one of the best. In fact, I actually think they do the best vegan fast food burger.
You heard it here first.
Their chips aren't vegetarian.
No, they cook the
so,
chips
like,
in the same fryer as the chicken.
Yeah, so you only get the burger. But to be fair, like, if you're just going for a burger, like, it's got to be the KFC.
And
one.
KFC chips are mid anyway. KFC chips are like bottom tier, so you're not missing much.
I don't really remember what they taste like. I've been vegetarian for so long now.
And also, like, if you're going to a KFC, there's probably another takeout nearby, so you can just go get some chips from there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. To be honest, I've been spoilt by that fucking red spice stuff that they put on chips up north now.
come to the northwest. We've got red salt to put on your chips. It's magnificent.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
And
magnificent.
it's like not the same as like other like red salt
Nah.
that you get anywhere. I don't even know what this red salt is. It's also called chip spice.
Now, chip spice is the other side. That they have that in Hull. That's
shit.
It's different though. That's the northeast.
Oh, is it?
Chip spice is
Oh,
Hull.
shit.
We have red salt in the northwest.
Okay, well, it's not like you can't buy it in
Nah.
shop.
You can't buy it. I think you can probably only buy it from like wholesalers in like kilogram tubs. And I've tried to ask the man at the chippy what's in it. He won't tell me.
Yeah, of course you won't, because then we'll keep buying this shit, and it's gonna fucking work. To be honest, when Eden was like, yeah, I'm like making a pizza for tea, and I like nearly said, should we get some chips from the kebab house?
Tell you what, we might have to go get some post-whiz chips. You know, I'm not adverse to the idea.
I mean, I'm also not adverse to the idea, but like, I can't keep buying chips, man. I'm gonna be rolling down the stairs. Can't
It's
be doing
alright.
that.
It's alright. You got like training to do next week. You'll burn it off.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I need to carbo load then, so
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go and get chips red salt on.
And on that note, Superman vs. Colonel Sanders. Let's go down to the ring.
Oh yeah, we're doing wrestling. Not just doing a podcast.
This next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from Krypton via Metropolis, weighing in at 241 pounds. Not the Wrestling is Silly Mixed Tag Champion, but he found the belt in the back of the office because Len forgot to pick it up on the way out. Superman. Yeah, Len didn't take their belts with them. when they won. I didn't think they expected to
Look.
win. I don't think they knew that it was a title match. I don't think they know what wrestling is really.
Look, okay, they are busy people.
Very busy
Okay.
people. Very active music career.
Yeah. Look, the world is ready for the Len.
Yeah. For Steal My Sunshine Part 2.
Yeah, it's not a reboot.
Reboot,
What-
reboot can be applicable.
No, okay, but what's the word when like a musician comes
The comeback.
back? Yeah. Wow, I'm such a fucking twat.
People are ready for the comeback.
Yeah, they're ready for it, dude. Like, I'm so ready to hear the worst song I've ever heard again.
And his opponent from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at a family-size bargain bucket, Colonel Sanders. Speaking of Len, we will hear the happenings in the mixed tag division later on in the show. Stay tuned for that. Up the Len, up the Len. Love a bit of Len. Look, the world is ready for. I think the world is ready for Steal My Sunshine Part 2.
Yeah, if they could make it good this time, then that'd be great.
No, but I think if they made it good, that would take away from the unique sound of Len. Do you think Len got big by making good music? No, Len got big by making Len's music.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, fair. It's like that fucking hide and seek song.
That hide and seek song.
Yeah. You know hide and seek. Don't be pretending you don't.
Who's it by? Don't say Len.
Imogen Heap. You know hide and seek. It's fucking. What you say?
Oh, I didn't know by name. Didn't know by name.
Literally the first line, dude.
What you say?
no, it's not.
Unless it's called What You Say, I don't know what it's called.
No, it's called hide and seek.
Either way, deadlift gut wrench there. Steal My Sunshine. Steal My Sunshine could be our end of summer premium live event.
Are we gonna do a fucking Limmy and just be like fucking Steal My Sunshine sound of the summer? Like just
Steal My
make it
Sunshine is the
happen?
sound of summer. I don't know what you're talking about. Bargain bucket clutch from Colonel Sanders. Oh, jawbreaker though by Superman getting out of it. Steal My Sunshine is the sound of summer. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna make it the sound of
but we
summer.
just have to fucking manifest it.
Yeah.
Just keep.
Everyone in
saying
chat, your sound of the summer is Steal My Sunshine by Len. Make it happen.
Yeah. We've got this.
But I can't do it alone. I know it's up to you if you Steal My Sunshine.
We're a small ragtag group of misfits that
Yeah.
are gonna make Steal My Sunshine
The sound of the summer.
The sound of the summer.
If everyone goes and like puts
They'll
this,
be writing news articles
Yeah.
about us.
yeah, keep your summer of punk. Give me the summer of Len. Peter
Yeah.
Brad's in the chat. Now you're talking. No more summer of punk. Summer of Len. Oh, first press by Superman. Big beatdown.
We're gonna have to be saying things like Len's not dad.
No, we're just gonna have to start calling Len the best in the world and the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah, I mean, are they not the voice of the voiceless?
They are. They really are.
You know, when they say things like, you know, it's up to me if you steal my sunshine, you know, that's...
Making sure I'm not in too deep if you steal my sunshine. Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
Len, Steal My Sunshine by Len was what got me into music.
Oh, I hope that's not true.
Oh, big Alabama slam from the Colonel, on the Colonel there. just everything people say about CM Punk, say it about Len instead.
Yeah, dude.
As I'm
Like,
saying,
this
no more summer of
this
Punk.
will
Give me a
catch
summer of
on.
Len.
This will catch on.
Oh, Superman punch avoided by the Colonel. And once again, getting in that bargain bucket clutch. Superman, though, hitting the jawbreaker. Again, last time these two men fought, Colonel Sanders walked away with the Wrestling is Silly World Championship. Superman's got a lot to make up for. Gets the cover after that Alabama slam. A rope break that Gus was badly positioned to see, but he did end up seeing it.
Look, Gus has never been the best, okay?
He can
He's
use
fine.
glasses.
Maybe.
Oh. Side suplex, right? Hammerlock side suplex, not a good way to go. But there's the Uranagi into the true bargain bucket clutch is locked in. He's got Superman grounded. He's got the grip tight. Is Superman getting in the knees? But yeah, what I want you all to do: get your Spotify's out, make a playlist that's just Len Steal My Sunshine twice, and then play it on a loop, muted while you sleep. I want everyone's.
We need to ask the K-pop
Yeah,
stats.
I need
how we maximize Len's profit.
Superman punch connects, gets the cover. Still not
And
enough
get
though.
it to #1.
Yeah, we need Len fan cams. We need
Yeah.
the Len World Order to take over.
We just need to go on Twitter and underneath any post we see, like, post a Len gif.
Yeah. Whatever. Just stream Steal My Sunshine.
Yeah.
When does an ironic enjoyment of Steal My Sunshine turn into an unironic enjoyment of Steal My Sunshine?
When you at any point think the song is good.
I got bad news. Rear naked choke applied by the Colonel once again. He's trying really hard to choke Superman out, and Superman looks like he's fading. Nope. Oh, a jawbreaker again. If I could name a second Len song, this thing might go smoother. But I think just Steal My Sunshine is enough.
Yeah, I mean, you do have Google.
I'm busy. And big gorilla press sending the Colonel right back down to earth.
Oh, am I gonna have to Google another Len song? For fuck's sake.
And there's the spine buster. No, we don't need a second song. Steal My Sunshine is enough. It's 3 minutes. It's the sound of the summer. You don't need a second Len song. Okay, I won't say it was a good song, but I did enjoy it when it came out. Yes, it's not an objectively good song, but it is an enjoyable song. Frog Splash into the cover from Colonel.
Oh my god, they split up for 6 years.
They did. Frog Splash with the win. Colonel Sanders. Here is your winner, Colonel Sanders. Next time you see a flashback of WrestleMania X7, mute my way and play Steal My Sunshine instead. Colonel Sanders getting a rare win over Superman the week before his big rematch against Goku. That's gonna hurt him. That's gonna hurt him a lot.
Nah, wait, what?
What have you found?
I feel that can't be true.
What? Come on.
They did a song for the Digimon movie.
I mean, the Digimon movie soundtrack kind of slaps, so I can believe that.
But it's Kids in America.
Oh, they covered Kids in America for the Digimon movie.
I think so, yeah.
Kids in America was also in the Jimmy Neutron movie. I think.
Unless it's just another song called Kids in America, but that feels like that would be weird,
No,
right?
no.
Like,
I'm gonna fucking Len Kids in America. No, they covered Kids in America for the Digimon movie. Maybe that's the sign of the summer. Let's fucking go. Maybe Kids in America by Len is the sign of the summer. Everyone can enjoy that for a moment, and I'll post it in the Discord as well.
oh, God, you're gonna make people listen to it.
Yeah, you can all listen to it. Tell me if it's good, and I'll listen to it later. After
Yeah,
after I
you
finish
do all the
show.
fucking work.
Yeah.
Chat.
A much younger version of me had a weird crush on Sharon Costanza of Len. You mean Wrestling Silly Mixed Tag Team Champions, just Sharon Costanza of Len?
Yeah. Do you think there's any bisexuals out there that fancied both? of them?
Fancied both the brother and sister duo of Len. That would be insane. Please, somebody in the chat, fess up to your bisexual awakening was fancying both members of Len. that would make me so happy. That would make me so happy.
I hope that person is out there.
I hope the person's out there and they're thriving, and Steal My Sunshine is their sound for summer every summer. That person is not to me. You're telling me Mark Costanza did not do it for you? In his fucking backwards cap and wraparound shades combo, he wasn't doing it for you.
But the girls all loved that shit back then, though. It was a different time, okay? The only acceptable time to use the "it was a different time" excuse is, you know, for
talking about wraparound shades.
Yeah.
God, what a time! What a time to be alive.
You know, look, Hammer Pants. It was a different time.
Hammer Pants.
Okay?
It was a different time. Oh, what a time! What a time! Speaking of Len, shall we discuss who Len is going to defend their mixed tag team title against next week at Wrestling Silly Birthday Bash? Because Len confirmed to be in attendance at the anniversary show. They are going to be defending their title against, drumroll please, I after I said the phrase drum roll please, I remembered I did at one point have a voice activated drum roll that would trigger when I said drum roll please, and I can't remember why I stopped it. Damn.
Because that's dorky as shit.
Let me see if I can quickly reactivate it. No, I don't have any commands.
Was my drum roll not good enough for you?
No, it wasn't.
What the hell?
Len will be defending their title against the Frozen Throne, the team of Sub-Zero and Elsa. One of my favorite mixed tag teams in the entirety of Wrestling Silly, I must say. And to give herself a little pre-match tune-up for that next week's fight, Elsa is taking on Tetra this week. Elsa had a really spotty showing in the Wrestling Silly World Series. She was in a really rough block, I gotta say, but she came out of it with a dignity, I believe, and now she's coming out of it with a title shot next week against Len. Do you think she can take it next week? Do you think she can take it this week against Tetra?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's go down to the ring.
I fucking like Elsa. I feel like she's slept on.
Elsa's great. I love Elsa. She's fierce.
And I also like her fucking intergender little guy partner, Sub-Zero. He's great.
This next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making her way to the ring first, accompanied by Sub-Zero from the frozen outskirts of Arendelle, weighing in at 120 pounds, Elsa. I love that you christened Sub-Zero as just a guy, just a little guy.
He's my little guy.
But he has a cool hat, a big sword. But he's just a guy. He's just blokes.
Yeah.
They look fierce. They really look fierce coming down to the ring.
Yeah.
I think as far as mixed tag partnerships go, they're really in sync. Obviously, their styles lend themselves to each other, being fueled by the cold. And I think they're really going to give Len a run for their money. Last week, Sub-Zero got a win over Superman, I believe. The week before last, Sub-Zero got a win over Superman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe they're on a rise.
I mean, like, one thing that people don't fucking talk about is how hot it is up on those stages. So being able to, like, keep yourself cool for longer.
Oh yeah, stage
Pretty
lights.
powerful.
Stage lights are, whew, they really do melt it off you. And her opponent from the Great Seas of Hyrule, weighing in at 175 pounds, Captain Tetra. I like that she takes the wheel off her boat when she comes in so that nobody can steal it.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't risk it if
Yeah.
I were her, so...
I mean, it's a good boat. Have you seen the boat? It's a good boat.
Yeah.
It's not a talking lion boat, but it's a good boat.
To be honest, I think I'd be a bit freaked out if my boat could talk, so I think I'd prefer her boat.
I don't know. If your boat not only talked, but also gave you advice on where to save your sister from a giant bird, I think that would be useful.
Yeah, true.
And her boat doesn't do that. But then her boat does have a bathroom, which the talking lion
Yeah.
boat doesn't. So
Well, I suppose when you're in the... I suppose you could just, you know, pop your butt over the side if you're desperate.
squat over the side.
Yeah, well, you know, look, again... If you're desperate, what are you
That's
supposed
true,
to do?
True. And sure, Boo, you are ahead of the curve by not having a sister. Sister can't be kidnapped by a giant bird if you don't have one.
Oh, that's true. Do you know, God, I'm such a fool. I also don't have a
Yeah.
sister. I'm back to hating
And-
the fucking boat again.
And birds don't steal brothers.
Yeah, no, that'd be weird.
That'd be weird. That's more of like a giant bear thing. Oh,
Yeah.
brutal back fist there by Tetra. Catching Elsa off guard.
That's probably what the movie Brother Bear is about, right? That
Yeah,
sounds like
brother,
it.
comma, bear. Elsa, Tetra giving Elsa a real what for. I think Elsa chose Tetra because Tetra has a reputation backstage of being a bit of a pushover, but she's really fighting rough this week. Oh, clubbing blow to the chest there, but Elsa right into the Casa Dora Bulldog. Oh, she's climbing up. And double stomps to the chest, knocking all the air out of the lungs of Elsa. And just dropping all of her weight onto the joints of Elsa. Oh, getting the leg up above the head. The stretch muffler is locked in. Elsa being lifted off the ground with this stretch muffler. One of my favorite names. That's what it's called. That's what it's called.
You can't call it that.
Woo! Thank you for that tier 1 sub. 12 months off of sub. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for the sick promo you cut on Zach earlier. And, oh, Tetra being flattened by Elsa. Rue, have you heard that Steal My Sunshine by Len is the sound of the summer? We're making it happen. Get
No,
It's
I'm just a little guy.
it's the two of you in Darth Maul rules next week, and Rue
Which
is also just a
embarrassing,
little
'cause
guy.
He just lost.
Yeah, Darth Maul. Yeah, to catch you up to what you missed, Darth Maul is no longer Flippy Shit Division champion. He
Do we still? I mean, so we're still doing Darth Maul rules.
Yes.
Despite the fact that
because he
he's
still
not
he still
here,
runs the
fine.
division. Up to a 7 count now. Is Elsa not going to beat the count, or is she just taking the scenic route? Nope. Tetra going in to break the count, but Elsa was just a half step too quick. And now, oh! Northern Lights suplex right into the turnbuckle. Elsa with the cover.
Only a 1 count.
Only a
That's
1 count. Tetra's full of beans today. After my big promo, I'm in the bath, took it out of me. That's fair, that's fair. A good bath after a good promo, that's a good way to do a Saturday.
Yeah, fair enough.
And oh, leg lariat taking down Tetra. Elsa really turning up the heat right now. A Saturday, a Wednesday. I mean, what is a Wednesday if not a midweek Saturday? What is a Wednesday if not a midweek Saturday?
What's funny is I didn't even
You didn't even blink. We stream every Wednesday.
I know.
Darth Maul Rules is getting her head stoved in by Scarecrow. I mean, the belt is still in Darth Maul's orbit, and he does still rule the division. That was the rules of the Blood and Guts match. Yeah, Wednesday's a midweek Saturday. Everyone's always said that. I've been saying it for years. Rue's been saying it for years. Just like
I really
Steal My
feel
Sunshine
like
and Sanderson.
most people would argue the exact opposite. That there are no 2 days that are less alike.
Okay.
Right.
Here's my comeback to that.
The universally derided Wednesday hump day
Here's my comeback to that.
versus the Chad weekend you get to sleep in the next day, right? Like,
Okay, here's my comeback to that. Everyone should just stop working on Wednesdays. The 4-day work week should be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So you get 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 2 days off. That would be great. Pendulum DDT there from Tetra. Sees Rue is not only fighting for the Flippy division, but for the sanctity of the midweek Saturday. Yeah, this is my platform. A 4-day work week, but you don't get Friday off. You don't get Monday off. You get Wednesday off.
I don't know. I feel like, people would prefer to pick, not to be a heretic about your
Okay.
midweek
Some people will need to
Saturday.
work Wednesdays so that the shops can be open. But
Yeah.
some people can work Wednesdays, some people can work Mondays, some people can work Fridays. But I want to cement in Wednesday as your weekday weekend. your siesta of the week. And there it is. Tetra hits the Shark Quest. Gets the cover. Still not enough to keep it down though. Chance of women's wrestling in the crowd.
Oh, I thought it was saying this is wrestling.
It might be both. It could be both. Going for the DDT though, but Elsa hitting the Fisherman Suplex. This has been a far tighter match than I think either of these women were expecting.
The women always put on a banger.
Women do always put on a banger, but Tetra unfortunately has a reputation in the back for being a bit of a jobber.
Well, look, okay, someone's got to be the jobber, all right?
True.
There's nothing wrong with being a jobber.
Yeah, we love our
Some of my
jobbers.
best friends are jobbers.
We love our jobbers. Everyone's been a jobber at some point.
Yeah.
Gus up to an 8 count now. Is Elsa going to reset the count or just leave Tetra out here to drown? It appears she's going for the latter option. Tetra's got to get up to her senses soon. Come on. That's not the victory anybody wanted.
That weren't great.
Here is your winner by count out disqualification, Elsa. And Elsa and Sub-Zero will be taking on Len for the Mixed Tag Team Championship next week. But with that kind of momentum, it's unsatisfactory, as Rue just said in the chat, but unsatisfactory, but it still gets them that title shot next week. Why does jobber sound like a slur? Because some people do say jobber like a slur. A jobber is someone that is a man or a woman or a wrestler that loses the match. That doesn't necessarily make them a bad performer.
Maybe it's just me. To me, it doesn't sound like a slur. Because it makes me think of jobby, which is a poop.
A jobby or like a... It sounds like if I were a jobber, I might be asked. Well done. We're coming full circle. I like this. I like when chat plays into our stupid
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
It did. In the 1920s, a jobber was a masturbation toy, so it could be a sex thing or a poop thing.
So either way, it's related to being asked.
Yeah, either way, you're gonna be asked. But something I definitely can be asked about is our main event for this evening, which is the grand finals of the wrestling.
Full circle, sorry.
The grand finals of the Wrestling is Silly World Series. From the gold block and from the black block, the two winners have been selected, and they are Princess Peach and Toph Bei Fong. Whoever wins this match, Byru, I hope your design meeting goes very well. Whoever wins this match
Bye.
will ascend to next week's anniversary show, where they will take on Amanda, the Wii Fit trainer. This match has no time limit. If we run over, we run over, as if we have a fucking time limit on this show. So it is all to play for. You've been rooting for both of these women in their individual blocks the entire time.
I feel like we used to have a time limit, and then I started commentating regularly.
Yeah, and you know what
all
happened?
went out the window. Yeah.
The show got better.
Yeah, I have been rooting for both of these since the beginning.
You've been rooting for both these women since the beginning. You said it's going to be Peach and it's going to be tough. But now they're against each other. You can only push one forward. Which one's it going to be?
Oh, can't believe you're making me pick. What the hell?
I mean, somebody's got to win. Only one woman can face
I know.
Amanda next week.
Oh, would you look at the time? I think Toph's probably got it.
You think it's tough?
I don't like to, pit two incredible wrestlers against each other like this, but
It's two bad bitches.
it is two bad bitches, and we hate to do it, but that's the nature of sports entertainment.
It is the nature of pro wrestling.
Yeah, so I think it's Toph. I think Toph's got it. She's been, to be honest, Toph is just anytime she's in the ring, she's pretty dominant, isn't she?
That's true. That's true. I'll put my beans in the bag for Princess Peach then.
Yeah.
So here it is.
Appropriate. Maybe ask her first.
Here it is. Your final match of the
Maybe
night.
she don't want your beans.
Your final match of the Wrestling is Silly World Series. There'll be consensual beanbagging. Don't worry. Your final match of the Wrestling is Silly World Series. Princess Peach versus Toph Bei Fong for the title match against Wii Fit Trainer. Let's go down to the ring for the main event. Wrestling is Silly. Your main event for tonight is the grand final of the Wrestling is Silly World Series. Making her way to the ring first from the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing in at 150 pounds, Princess Peach. She has been a bad bitch. I believe Princess Peach won every single one of her matches in the World Series to date. And I believe Toph only lost one match in the World Series.
I thought.
Or was it the other way around?
Yeah. No. I think Toph got 6 points. I think.
Either way, very few losses on the record of either one of these superstars. So it's going to be a tough call. It's going to be a hard-hitting match. And that's why it's our main event.
Who went up against 2B in the last?
That was tough.
Yeah, right. So Toph's got 6 points then.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure Peach won every one. Because Alice left with 0.
And her opponent from the Foggy Swamp in the Earth Kingdom, weighing in at 100 pounds, Toph Big Ball. Toph's a bad bitch. Both these women bad bitches in their own ways. One, the queen of the Mushroom Kingdom, the other, the blind bandit. The crowd growing wild for Toph. Crowd goes wild for Toph. Princess Peach waiting in the wings. She's a little bit, I would say she's a little bit of an underdog going into this.
Hey, Toph and Princess Peach.
Princess Peach.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that.
I think Toph's got the crowd behind her. Toph's got you behind her. Toph's got chat behind her.
And is an ex-champ, and Toph is an ex-champ.
That is true. Princess Peach has come close to the gold a few times, but never had a grip on it.
Yeah.
Toph coming out the gate with the upper hand. Irish whip from Princess Peach. Oh, mistimes the offense though. But makes up for it. Elevated into the electric chair drop. She turns through straight into the bandit crab. She is trying to make quick work of this. Can she get the full turn? Not quite, but instead just wrenching Peach into an impossible pretzel. Princess Peach though fighting back. It's going to take a little bit more than that to keep Peach down. Now the bandit crab's a good move, but you cannot walk straight into it. Sorry, I talked over you there.
Is an impossible pretzel like? Is it like a Mobius strip?
Yes, it's like a Mobius strip or a Klein bottle, but more delicious.
Yeah, yeah, but like pretzel shape.
Yeah. Now Peach hammer tossed over that top rope. Toph going out to follow. And now Peach. Oh, this is a bad position for Toph to be in. Princess Peach got Toph on her shoulders. Oh, she's going over to the barricade. Yeah, the Klein pastry.
Yeah. I'd eat that.
I'd eat the fuck out of that. I would demolish all 4 dimensions of it. Oh, right into the apron, the hardest part of the ring, and the back breaker from Princess Peach. Peach on top right now.
I don't know why, but that's just made me think of deep fried Snickers, and now I want deep fried Snickers.
We can't have deep fried Snickers.
Why? That's not the answer I wanted.
Oh. Peach hitting the barricade. We are up to an 8 count now. Both women returning to the ring. Flying elbow from Princess Peach. Oh, Princess Peach got Toph by the hair and just flatlines her. Oh, ducking the royal wave there. Toph almost a 6th sense and gets the Fisherman Buster.
I suppose for Toph it'd be a 5th sense.
Yes. I mean, she has 5 senses. One of them's just broken.
Well, I don't. If you don't, I don't know if you would be counted as having that sense.
I mean, true. Does that mean I have 4.5?
I mean, yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'll have 4.5 senses. It means my other senses are all kind of better.
Because I was gonna say, like, I think she was born blind, don't she?
Yeah.
So, like, it's not like I don't think she's got any sight.
No.
Like, I don't know if you could say that she has 5 senses.
No.
You would say she has 4, and then I suppose her 6th sense counts as her 5th sense, which now we've done a loop.
Yes.
Well done, everyone.
She hits the boulder pile driver. Unfortunately, couldn't get the quick cover. And had she gotten that cover the first time round, had she fallen the right way, she could have punched a ticket to Birthday Bash. Instead, having to fight another day with as many senses as she has. Oh! And clubbing blows to the back of the head of Princess Peach. Could this be it? Is Toph going to Birthday Bash? No, not quite. This has been a rough match for both competitors, but I think at the moment, Blue Thunder bomb from Toph. Toph's on top right now. Toph is the one who is in it to win it, I would say right now. And 450 splash, but not quite getting the elevation she needed. But she manages to run past it. Oh! Axe kick right to the back of the head of Princess Peach. Princess Peach could capitalize on that miss hit on the 450, but just didn't have the wherewithal to do so. Instead, she's got the pump handle gutbuster. Top for the cover. Ooh, that was closer than I think Princess Peach would have liked. And I think Toph is about ready to call it. She hits the electric chair drop, rolls through, and gets that bandit crab locked in. This is not going to be good for Peach. She's really wrenching at it. And Peach has tapped out.
Oh, shit. I don't know if I would have guessed you could tap out from that position.
Here is your winner and number one contender for the Wrestling is Silly Women's World Championship, the winner of the World Series, Toph. Boom. She couldn't physically tap, but you saw her shaking her head. You saw her saying she gave up. And that wraps up the World Series. That wraps up tonight's show, and that wraps up the first 2 years of Wrestling is Silly. We will be beginning with our anniversary show and our 3rd year next week. What a show it has been. What a night of entertainment it has been. What a World Series it has been. Honestly, I'm so fucking glad that the World Series went off as well as it did. Mm-hmm.
The wrestling was silly.
The wrestling was silly. The wrestling was also serious. We had a new champ. We've punched in a lot of matches for our anniversary show card. I don't have a fancy card for you prepared, but to list off the matches that we have confirmed so far.
Wow, I can't believe you're slacking. What the hell?
I've been working.
Been busy.
I've been busy. So for your anniversary show next week, for Birthday Bash next week, we have the Deity Dogs versus the Fight Boyfriends. We have Zack versus Rue for the fate of the Flippy Shit division. We have Spider-Man versus Astarion for the Twitch title. Superman versus Goku 3. Len versus Frozen Throne. The Kiryu versus 5 mystery indie wrestlers Elimination Chamber title match, and just punched in Toph Bei Fong versus Wii Fit Trainer for the Women's World Championship. And if that isn't worth your attention next week, then I don't know what the fuck else is.
If that don't wet your whistle, then I mean, there's no satisfying you. I'm
exactly. Thank you for watching Wrestling is Silly this week. If you did enjoy our show, please do go to our Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/wrestlingissilly, where you can not only find some really fun wrestling shirts that are both Wrestling is Silly themed and just generic wrestling themed shirts. You can find some really fun ones of those. You can also support us on a one-off or a monthly basis. For £15 a month, you can get the logo of your company, your Etsy shop, your podcast, your YouTube channel, or a really funny funny meme. You can print a funny meme on the mat of Wrestling is Silly if you want.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Everybody loves a funny meme.
Pay me £15 and I can put Dat Boy on the mat of Wrestling is Silly. That you have that power if you go to the Ko-fi page.
Yeah.
All that, we have a bunch of different tiers as well for you. Apparently there's a Steal My Sunshine edit of the WrestleMania X7 promo
Excellent.
that has been sent to me via Discord. If you're not part of the Franz Island Discord server, please do join us. There will be a link as we go out to raid. Let's find somebody to raid into. And one more thing, once we hit £100 a month on the Ko-fi, we will be launching Wrestling is Silly Punchline, a brand new secondary show over on the YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/@wrestlingissilly. We're 1/4 of the way there at the minute, so if you can help us out please do. It's going to be a hell of a fun show. But let's find somebody to I said let's find somebody to wrestle into. Let's find somebody to raid into, shall we? Tin Can is making music for Secret Project. We do enjoy Tin Can Audio. They made they made the spectacular music that you're hearing right now in the background. So yeah, let's do a little raider-rooney into Tin Can Audio. Like I said, please do join our Discord server. Here is your link, and buy our gay little pins at nerdyqueer.com. Not only did we add non-binary pirate flag pins to the Etsy shop today, we also added.
We did that yesterday.
We also added the Rainbow Tojo Clan Yakuza Like a Dragon pins. They're so fucking cool. Please do check those out at nerdyqueer.com.
They're our best pin.
They are the best pin we've ever made. And I'm so glad that you can all buy them now. With that out of the way, anything left to say before we raid out to our good friend Amber Devereaux at Tin Can Audio?
Drink lots of water, eat veggies, be good.
Stay in drugs, don't do school.
No, do all the drugs and definitely don't go to school, because that would be lame.
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
No, what did you say?
Stay in drugs, don't do school.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Buccaneer Book 4 over the book you are. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you in the next stream. Love you, bye.
Bye!
I swear you can hear me click.